I'm gonna share some ideas of what you can make when you are broke as a joke for the week. As a busy mama of 4 kids, I like to start my day relaxed with coffee, some TV, devotional reading, or planning in my journal. And the Bob and Brad back massager with heat has really been helping me to relax. I love the versatile uses of this back massager. It can reduce neck and shoulder pain. You can use it as a neck massager. It can relieve chronic low back pain. I like to turn it upside down for the low back pain. If you have epidurals, you know what I'm talking about, mama. The tired thighs and calves, you can lay your leg over it in your recliner or on your bed, and the soothing heat feels so nice on top of the massage. Y'all, it feels like a real massage with deep kneading, and they say that after you have a massage, you should be sore in that spot, and I use this on my lower back, and it was so relaxing. My only complaint is that it doesn't last long enough. It does have a shut-off timer to prevent overheating, which is a really good safety function, but my lower back was sore the next day after the first time I used this. It felt like I really had a real massage, and I have used several massagers before in the past that didn't do that good of a job, but this one is really strong. And I really love it. And it's designed with comfortable, breathable fabric. And I love the bi-directional movement. The neck and shoulder massage replicates a soothing hand massage, effectively improving your blood circulation and easing muscle soreness after workouts. And it was designed by physical therapists. So I will have it linked down below in my description box. Hello my friends, and welcome to another video. It is a gloomy, rainy day, and I am having stay-at-home mom blues. Kind of like the winter blues, but stay-at-home mom blues, where you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to. So I decided to pick my camera up and hang out with y'all today, and I'm gonna be sharing what we are having for dinner this week on a very minimal budget. So I'm gonna share some ideas of what you can make when you are broke as a joke for the week, and it is okay to have these kind of weeks. I know that the healthier foods is all a lot more expensive than the unhealthy stuff, but sometimes you just have to do what you gotta do. And a lot of times, y'all, we have hamburger helpers, SpaghettiOs. It's very rare that my kids will have cereal for dinner, but sometimes it happens. So if you just went on vacation and you came back and you've spent your money and you have a lower budget for groceries this week, or if you've just had extra expenses this month and you have a lower grocery budget, then this is the video for you. Or if you just want to learn how to make a few cheap, easy meals for your family, but it's just very simple and minimal ingredients. I don't have one piece of fruit or vegetable currently in my house. Y'all, we had extra expenses this month. Our insurance is due for my van and my husband's car. We pay for the 6-month period. So every 6 months, we just pay the big lump sum of our insurance instead of having that monthly bill for our insurance. And so that's coming up this month. We have pest control this month. I took my son to see the Hot Wheels monster trucks for his birthday, and I had my cat's spay appointment. That was about $300, including her pain medicine. So we just have a lot of extra expenses this month. The Debbie cakes and the blueberries can wait a week or two, but I just wanted to share some really easy ideas with y'all, some things that you can make for your family when you are feeling low on money. Make sure you reach out to your local food bank if you need to. Y'all, when Doritos is $8 a bag, you know that it is real. So I'm gonna go ahead and put together my meal plan for the week. Do not let my meal plan shock you. We do not eat like this every week. Most of the time, I've got squash, zucchini, fruits, vegetables, oranges, apples, strawberries, all of the fruits and vegetables. I always make sure we have a rabbit bowl, which is basically salad. Right now, we barely have any cheese. We pretty much only have Venetian. I don't have any ground beef or chicken. all I have is deer sausage and deer meat. Thanks to my dad, he does go hunting, and so he did give us a share of his Venetian, which he usually does anytime he gets a deer. That's really helpful. But y'all, we are slap out of cereal, slap out of snacks. We've still got milk, but I'm probably gonna use a lot of it while I'm cooking. But we have like Hamburger Helper, noodles. We're not gonna wither away and starve. But if you are struggling and you're trying to come up with some stuff to cook for your family, and you are feeling really down and you don't have the money to go buy a whole bunch of groceries right now, then I really hope that this video can help you in some way. I will make sure I leave my recipes in the description box below, but let's go ahead and get started on cooking some yummy food. There are literally so many things you can make with your basic home essentials like baking powder, baking soda, eggs, milk, butter, and flour. And as long as you keep those staple pieces in your pantry, then when you're low on food, you will not starve to death. You can always throw together some bread or some sort of something with those ingredients. And Google is your best friend when it comes to this, when you don't really know what to make or you don't really have any recipes. I highly encourage you to get a journal or a notebook or a little recipe book and write down those homemade recipes or your favorite recipes that you don't want to lose, and that way you can always have them when you're needing or wanting to make something specific. So first I'm going to go ahead and get the kitchen cleaned up, and after I'm done cooking I will have to clean the kitchen again because that's just life. I clean my kitchen so many times, probably more than just a couple of times a day as far as wiping the counters down and doing the dishes, and then you have to clean before you cook, then you have to clean again after you cook, and it's just an endless cycle of cleaning the kitchen. The very first thing I'm going to get started on is making some homemade bread. I was going to do some homemade rolls, some homemade biscuits, and a homemade loaf of bread. And I'll have all the recipes down below in the description box if you want to try any of them. I know there's a lot of people that make food from scratch and homemade all the time, but there's also people that don't, or don't know how, or maybe that wants to learn. So I decided to share this video with y'all. This was what I was spending my day doing, was just making some homemade food until we had some grocery money the next week, which at the end of the video, I'm going to share our weekly grocery haul for the next week. This is just our struggle week where we just had lots of extra expenses and we couldn't afford a ton of groceries. So that's a part of being a homemaker also. You have to be creative. You have to come up with ways to take care of your family. You have to figure it out, and I figured it out. Mama's going to provide. Whenever I make my homemade bread, I just use the active dry yeast. I let that sit for a little bit in water. And as far as the dough, you're going to have two rises. The first rise, you're going to let it rise in an oiled bowl, and you're going to have that covered with a towel. And for the second rise, it's going to be after you have made your bread dough into what you're making it, if it's a loaf of bread, if it's rolls, whatever it is. So we're going to let that do its first rise for a little while and get started on our next meal. So I wanted to go ahead and do a little bit of like lunch prep, lunch meal prep, dinner prep, just whatever. Just have it in the fridge ready to go. So one you're going to eat on a roll and one you're going to eat in a tortilla. And they look very similar, so I kind of labeled them with a napkin. I got a napkin and I wrote what it was and put it on top of the bowl when I put it in my fridge so we know what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and chop up this onion and get the meat started. As far as using my acrylic meal planning calendar, it really helps me just to stay on track, know what we're going to have that week. And I don't specifically cook each meal on each day if I decide to do something on a different day. So if I write spaghetti and toast on Wednesday, but we have spaghetti and toast on Monday, then I'll just go ahead and cross it out for Wednesday. And I know that I've already used that meal, but for the most part, I do try to keep it in order by the way that I've written it down. And sometimes if we have a bunch of leftovers and I don't need to make that meal the next day, then I will just erase it or move it to a further day. So I just love to write down the meals that I have on my dry erase board on my calendar, so that way I know what we have in the pantry and in the fridge and what meals we have to make that week. I'm also getting my brown sugar carrots started. These are so easy. You can do them in a frying pan or in the crock pot. I just feel like they're easier in the crock pot because you don't have to worry about stirring them and keeping an eye on them. I just put a little bit of water, my baby carrots, a little bit of brown sugar, and some butter. And you're just going to cook that until they are soft, and they are so delicious and make the perfect side. I was out of bell pepper, but this dish calls for ground beef, cream cheese, Worcestershire sauce, onion and bell pepper, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and you're just going to serve that on a tortilla. This next dish is going to go with my homemade rolls I'm making. It's ground beef, onions, salt, pepper, garlic powder. You can use any kind of cheese, and you're going to serve it in the rolls. So you can use Monterey Jack cheese, you can use cheddar cheese, literally any kind of cheese you're feeling. The cheese that I used was actually a little bit of Mexican restaurant cheese that we had left over in the fridge from the other night. So I just went ahead and poured that in, and they were so delicious. You're just going to serve that up on some rolls. You can buy the Hawaiian rolls from the store or make your own. And I am making my own, so I'm just going to punch the air bubbles out of the dough. We're going to go ahead and separate this into a loaf and put that in the loaf dish. And then I'm going to take the rest of it and separate it into roll sizes and kind of roll that up and put it on the tray. And then we're going to do that second rise. While my dough is rising, I like to get other things done, whether it's cleaning or working on other meals or prepping something else. So we're going to stay busy, stay on our feet. Once I sit down, y'all, it's over. I don't want to get back up and finish doing anything. So we are going to keep busy so I can get it all done. Girl, if your grandmama or your mama didn't teach you how to make some homemade sausage gravy and some homemade biscuits, then I'm going to teach you today. So we are going to make some sausage gravy, which means we are going to cook the sausage and leave those drippings in the pan. Then you're just going to add in some flour and then slowly add in that milk. You don't want to add in all the milk all at once, and you just kind of slowly add the milk and stir it until it is a thicker consistency like gravy. You're going to add in your pepper. If you want some salt, you can add that too. But it is so easy, simple ingredients, and so yummy paired with biscuits. I do not like it when it's gloomy or filming at night because my lighting looks orange, y'all. There's shadows and it's orange and the lighting is just not it. I love filming when the sun is out, and sometimes I just feel like filming a video and it's a gloomy rainy day or it's nighttime or it's already getting dark. So excuse the lighting in this video. But for my biscuits, I'm going to go ahead and make my dough. We're going to get that rolled out and kneaded. And then I'm going to take a mason jar. You can use any kind of cup, and you're going to grease the rim, and you're going to make little circles to cut out your biscuits. Put those on a tray and pop those in the oven. I'm going ahead and prepping some more sausage. I did regular sausage and spicy sausage. My husband really likes the spicy sausage, so we're going to put that in a separate container for him. But the biscuits turned out so delicious. What we had for dinner this specific night was the homemade biscuits and the sausage gravy and sausages, and my kids like to dip their sausage in syrup. But it was such a yummy dinner, and then we have our other foods that I prepped in the refrigerator for lunches. Y'all, I just wanted to point out that I am just a mom trying to make a living, trying to take care of my family, and I chose to do YouTube because, for one, I just thought it was something that I was able to do while staying home with my kids, and I feel like I do a really good job at YouTube. I feel like I always come up with interesting ideas as far as what to clean, what to organize, and what to share or talk about on my channel. And I really hope that y'all have been enjoying my channel lately. Y'all have to let me know if you have any video requests or anything that you would like to see. But there has been times where I've been private messaged, asked if I could send certain people money that are struggling or they need help with stuff. And honestly, like, I do not have the funds to send a bunch of money out to people, and I feel like some people think that just because you're a content creator and you have a YouTube channel that you're rich or you have all this money from YouTube, and honestly it's not the case. So it's either YouTube or I have to go to Hardee's and be a cashier or Dairy Queen, because going to school full time while I have young kids was just never in the cards for me. So maybe when all of my kids are in school, I can think about my future and maybe a career path then. But as for right now, I really enjoy just being a homemaker and a stay-at-home mom, and being the one that's there when my kids get on the bus, being the one that's there when my kids get home from school, being the one to provide the afternoon snack, being the one that's at home to make the dinner. I just thoroughly enjoy what I do currently in this stage of life. But this is just a quick reminder that this is my job, so whenever I share brands or whatever I share on my channel to make money for my family, I do this because it is my job. It is not just for fun. And I feel like there's a lot of people that don't understand that people on YouTube actually get paid. It's their job. We file taxes. I get a 1099 from YouTube. I get a 1099 from brands, and I have to file my taxes and pay my taxes. So this is definitely a self-employment job, and I really enjoy it. I enjoy making my own hours and making my own schedule and making so many friends here on social media. But this is my job. This is how I earn an income. This is how I take care of my family. When I share brands, anything I share here to make money. So 98% of you guys are nice in the comments, but every once in a while we get that one Karen. So just a reminder that this is my job, so be nice. Look, I'm just a girl, okay? I'm just a girl out here trying to live her life to the fullest, trying to make sure that everything goes smoothly, every day goes smoothly, trying to stay on my routines, trying to work out, trying to eat healthy, trying to keep up with social media, trying to keep up with work, trying to keep up with everything in life. And we all just have our struggles. You never know what someone else is going through, so just your reminder to be nice to other people, even when they're not nice to you. Just make sure you smile and show them kindness, because you don't know what they're going through, you don't know what they've been through, you don't know how their day is, and maybe your kindness can spark a little bit of positivity in their day. For the rolls, I'm just going to take my meat mixture that we made a little bit earlier, and we're going to put that in a roll, and it's so delicious. Like I said, you can use the Hawaiian rolls or you can make your own. I will have the way that I made my rolls down below in the description box. We're going to finish up cleaning the kitchen. I just kind of clean as I go, so I'm cleaning and cooking, and I'm going to pair it with some of those brown sugar crock pot carrots. They are so yummy, and they just make it a little bit different than just eating regular carrots dipped in ranch or carrots in a stew. It just makes it a little bit sweeter and different. So my bread turned out so good. You can use a bread knife to cut this into slices and use it for sandwiches, use it for jelly and butter. Make sure you are putting some butter on your bread to give it some extra flavor. And I have these clear bags that I put my bread in, and I just use a little twisty tie or a clip and close that up, and it's literally a loaf of bread for the week, but made with minimal ingredients and so easy and so yummy. And I will have to add that you need to make sure that the bread is completely cooled off before you store it in containers or in bags, or it can get soggy or moldy. So we're going to go ahead and get some sweet tea started and some Kool-Aid started. Let me know down in the comments if you still use Kool-Aid. It is just the cheapest thing when you've got multiple kids. If I buy a container of apple juice, it doesn't even last a week in my house between my kids. And my husband and I also like juice, but we try to save it for the kids and not really drink much of it. But it does not last long at all, so we resort to having Kool-Aid on hand for when we run out of our juice. So every week varies, every week can look different. Sometimes we just have to budget a little bit harder than those other days. So this is just a normal week with my $230 grocery limit. So I'm gonna share a $230 grocery haul with you guys, and this will be for the week. Now that I'm completely out of breath setting this up, I'm actually trying to head out the door to meet my mom for lunch. So let's quickly go through this grocery haul. Starting over here, we've got the cookies and cream. I get the toaster pastries over Pop-Tart brand because it's just cheaper. We got cookies and cream and strawberry flavor. It was $9 for this 18 count of eggs, y'all. $9, crazy. I got a pack of bacon. This is the hickory smoked bacon. I got some more vanilla yogurt. We got some granola to go with that. This is the French vanilla almond granola. It's really good. I always get the Nature's Own white wheat healthy white bread. I've got some grits. This is kind of like all the breakfast. I tried to categorize everything as best as I could. We love grits in our house. My husband likes to put salt and pepper and cheese in his. We like to put sugar in ours. Let me know how you like your grits down in the comments. Over here, this is one of my favorite lunches, y'all. This is the rotisserie seasoned chicken salad. And I get it with these all butter croissants. These are so delicious. In this video, I made my own bread. If you can't afford your groceries that week, if you're needing to budget, you can definitely make your own bread. But I love these croissants. For salad stuff, I got some bacon bits, some romaine lettuce. I always get the romaine. We got a big bag of the mild cheddar cheese. I got a cucumber to go with salads. This lettuce is also going to go to like tacos. I'll just chop it up really finely. Over here I got some more cooking oil. I'm completely out of vegetable oil. And then up here I got 2 bags of cereal. We have the Cocoa Roos and the Waffle Crunch. I love both of these. They're not really healthy for you, but they're good. I got some more saltine crackers and some tuna. We like to do tuna and crackers, tuna sandwiches, tuna salad. The tuna is also good on the croissants. And I like to do lettuce, chicken salad, and the croissant, and it is delish. I got the kids another thing of apple juice. I picked up a big thing of spinach. I like to put spinach in my eggs sometimes, and I also got it for a recipe I'm going to do. This is the cheese tortellini, a big frozen bag. I'm going to put the spinach in the tortellini and make a yummy dinner with that. Last time we had taco night, everybody wanted the crunchy shells, and all I had was the soft shells. So I got a 12 pack of the crunchy shells. We also still have some soft shells. I wanted to do some sliders. So I got the barbecue sauce. This is my favorite barbecue sauce. It's the Kinder's Hickory Brown Sugar. It is so delicious. Like I said, you can make your own bread if you need to. I know how to make rolls and homemade biscuits and a loaf of bread, but it's just convenient to buy it at the store. This is the Hawaiian enriched rolls. We're going to be making the sliders for that. We're going to do barbecue chicken in those. I got some tomatoes to go with our salads and taco night as well. I got a big old bag of potatoes for mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, soups, and then we got some gala apples, some of these mandarin oranges that the kids can easily just peel themselves. My chicken just fell. We got some string cheese. My kids love these. We got a thing of banana. We got some toilet paper. We got this big pack of chicken. It's not really a big pack, but this is 2 nights of dinner. I will use 1 chicken breast one night and the other one the other night, and it's plenty for our family. And then I got stuff to make. This is tomato sauce, chili powder, and dark red kidney beans. And I basically just cook all of this in a crock pot, and it makes chili, and it's so delicious. And it will also go with those saltine crackers I got. I got some more Land O'Lakes butter. I got the kids some Mott's applesauce and chicken nuggets. We usually will have like a fruit or a vegetable, the applesauce and chicken nuggets for like lunch on the weekends. And then I got the kids these veggie straws and these sun chips. I just thought these were a little bit, tiny bit healthier than other choices of chips. Over here I got the kids these 24 pack of chewy granola bars. There's peanut butter, chocolate chip, and s'mores. I usually just get this one because it's just the best value for the $1. I think they're like $4. I get this big pack of Mott's gummies. There's 40 pouches in here. Arabella was requesting strawberry jelly, and I like to get these because they're just convenient, the squeeze lids. So I got one of those, and then I got some more sugar and flour. That's what those are. I got some whole milk and some apple juice. Apple juice. We did get apple juice. Some orange juice. Oh, and then I skipped over the cat food. Cats gotta eat too. I've been getting them this meow mix, the tender centers. The middles are soft and they love it. But that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Just remember that it's okay if you struggle sometimes. It's okay if, you know, you're waiting on your paycheck and you're running out of groceries, especially if you've got a lot of kids or a larger family. That food goes so quick and things do not last long in the house. We definitely have weeks like that. And this is just a reminder that it's okay. Just figure out creative ways. You can make homemade cookies, homemade desserts. You can do so much with like butter and flour and milk and like baking powder. Just like have those things in your house that are cheap and they go a long way. Just keep that stuff in your house. They're the staples in my pantry. I appreciate y'all being here. I'm gonna go have lunch with my mom, and I will see y'all in my next video.